So the BSA is running really well at the moment, which is great. It is actually leaking oil from the rocker covers, but I'm going to wait till the winter to fix that. It doesn't actually affect anything else apart from just being annoying. But I was going to put the splash plate back on. I haven't had it on since I got the bike on the road, basically, mainly because it was wet sumping at the time, and trying to get the sump plate plug out meant taking the bash plate off every time, which was just a pain. The wet sumping has actually stopped now. I've left it for over a month, and it kickstarts, no blue smoke or anything, so that's fine. But so I'll put the bash plate back on, but also modify it slightly so I can indeed get the drain plug out if I need to, without taking the bash plate off. So this is the bash plate that came with the bike. It's not original. Obviously, I guess the guy in America who originally used it there in Colorado must have made it specially or had it made specially. But it's quite nice in some respects. I mean, it's 3mm steel, so it's pretty heavy and quite strong. But it's got the bar across here for the tubes to pick up on, similar to the original bash plate. Obviously, the pickups at the back and the front on the frame. But it's also got this sort of extension on the side with gussets in it, a metal piece welded in. So it does come round the primary chain case, gives some protection there, which is nice. So yeah, I thought I'd put it back on rather. So I've actually cut out this hole here already. I actually used a angle grinder with a cutting disc. Voila. Um, so I've cut it out quite long. This is actually, as it turns out, the drain plug for this in the sump plate just pokes through here. So I've rounded that off slightly, and you can get a socket in there and get the drain plug in and out. So that's good. I had to make this longer than necessary, partly because of the trying to get the disc in, but also just because it was easy to do and make sure it was lined up. Obviously, I fitted the bash plate now, and it does indeed line up with the drain plug. So that's all good. But I've got to actually weld part of the what I cut out back in again. So the plan is to let's get this up the right way. That's the outside. So the plan is to weld this piece back in and just cock it up slightly. So I think if I tack it at the top, bend it up slightly, then it'll be less likely to catch on anything. If it does run over a rock here or whatever, if that's say just cocked up with this filled in either side, then I'm hoping it's obviously a bit of a compromise because I've cut a hole in the bash plate, which isn't ideal, but the drain plug is recessed, so any sort of rocks or whatever should just scrape along here. They shouldn't get caught on this edge because I'll have a little ramp in effect, and I'm hoping that gives protection without, you know, exposing the engine underside to damage unnecessarily. So that's the plan. So I'll just set this up. Obviously, I've ground off the paint, or filed off the paint at least, and we'll just mount that in there, put some tacks on, kick it up, weld all the way around, and so hopefully that'll all do. I can use the plate again. Okay, so I've finished grinding and I've just put some paint on it again. As usual, I spent longer with the grinder than with the welder. My rubbish welding, but it does work, I think. So there's a rounded opening here. I can get a socket in there onto the drain plug in the stump plate, and there's a bit of a taper there. So if I do hit something, it should not catch on that edge with a bit of luck. Same on the inside. So yeah, I don't think there's much chance of anything poking up there and damaging stuff, but I guess it's not as well protected as it was. Still, let's get this back on the bike. Okay, so that's the bash plate back on. It's quite nice. I like the way this comes up around the primary chain case. Obviously, got to take the bash plate off to get the chain case off, but that's no bad thing. And now that it's got a hole in it, this socket will fit through the hole onto the drain plug in the sump plate. So that's fine. That drain plug will come out. If it needs to be. Well, as I say, at the moment it's not leaking. Sorry, it's not dry, not wet sumping. So that's good. I'm just paranoid, I guess. Having been wet sumping in the past, it's just a pain to get this whole lot off when you just want to get out and ride the bike. You find that it's full of oil. But say, so far so good. Touch wood. It's working at the minute. Thanks for watching.